Mic check 1 2 1 2. We just saw Luka the Don go up against Kevin Durant. Let me say this before I get into this game. Kevin Durant just came back, respectively, for a couple of games, and already he's a top 5 player in the league. Let me explain. When you are already an elite player, and every time you come back, whether it's from injury or not, or you just actively playing basketball, and you instantly have an impact on your team for winning, you're a top 5 player in the game, especially when you're already an elite basketball player, okay? Keep in mind, this is Kevin Durant we're talking about. So, Joe Embiid automatically taken off the top 5, okay? No disrespect to Joe Embiid, but he deserves to be off that top 5. Kevin Durant is the equalizer. And you saw in today's game, he's what the Phoenix Suns is missing. What up, T? He's what the Phoenix Suns is missing. They needed a closer. They needed a guy that could end games for them. And that's exactly what Kevin Durant did. No buts, ifs about it. That's exactly what he did. All right? So when you got somebody that could do that could put an end to games, a superstar, an elite basketball player, because the Phoenix Suns, up until this point, had a bunch of number 2s. They had a bunch of guys that could be potentially all-stars. All right? Devin Booker's an all-star, but he's a number 2. Yeah, Golden State Warriors is a G League team. Anthony Davis got the job done today, too. I'm going to touch on that later. But back to this game, it was heated, right? Both teams going at it. And there was something that I liked about it. And this is what I like about it. Let me try to pull it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get it. Going to chop down these 2 games for today. Let me see if I can find it.
To KD with 6.
All right. So let's get it started. Boom. Let me mute this. Now, look at that. That's clutch right there. All right. You see that? Pulls up mid-range. The lost art of the mid-range could close the game out for you. Yes, this is a good rivalry. Look at this game. This game was spectacular. Right? And then Luka comes back. You see right here. Here comes Luka. Luka coming with that work. Spin. His body contact knocks the guy down, and you missed the layup. You had it. KD was caught off guard. Right? And I think Luka was a little bit intimidated by KD was there. He thought his shot was going to get blocked by KD. Now, then you see the fight break out. Here come the rivalry again. Because Luka is the guy that sunned the Phoenix Suns last year. He single-handedly beat that team by himself in the postseason. Played like a true superstar. You feel me? And knocked them out. You see, I'm screaming this from my phone a little bit. I get a notification when a PS5 is dropping. Even though I already got a PS5. But, I mean, still get that app up. So if you're still looking for a PS5, get that app. It's called Hot Stop. Download the app. And if you're looking for a PS5, it gives you notifications from the top stores whenever it's available. You just grab onto it quick and you buy it. You know, you got to spread the word, get more PS5 sold out there, you know. So, as you can see right there, Devin Booker wanted the smoke, and Luka didn't back down. Luka ain't afraid. Luka won all the smoke. You know, yes, that game was lit, you know, but you notice the key thing the Phoenix Suns didn't have was Kevin Durant. Now that they got him, they could officially beat the Dallas Mavericks with no problem. If Kevin Durant didn't play in this game and the circumstances ended the way it was, the Dallas Mavericks would have had more than one opportunity to close that game because Luka could get whatever he want against any player on the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, on a Phoenix Suns, except perhaps Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is the equalizer. He's the one guy that could probably guard Luka every now and then and just give him problems because of his size alone. He don't even have to do much. He could just look at Luka, put his hands up, and Luka may alternate his shot a little bit because, hey, I don't want my shot to get blocked. That's what a big would do to you. If you guarding a guy that's bigger than you, you had to have the poise to know, hey, I can't score in the same fashion that I normally can because he could potentially block my shot. He's making me shoot uncomfortable shots. That's a good aspect to playing defense. Making somebody shoot uncomfortable shots. All right. And that's what Kevin Durant could do against the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving and Luka, they do not make a good pair. Now, against some other teams in the Western Conference, they could perhaps beat. I'm not going to lie on that. I mean, you keep it a buck, as always. But when you're going up against a team like the Phoenix Suns, they already had good mediocre pieces. They already had good secondary stars. They got a number one. They got a guy that is a franchise player, a bus driver. Even though he don't want to accept the role to being a bus driver sometimes, if they want to win the championship, he has to accept that role because they're going to have moments when he has to close out games like that. You know, remember, he was just a hairline away from beating Giannis with that three-point shot. So Kevin Durant has come up clutch many times. And when the game is on the line, he's one of the best closers in the league. It's as simple as that. Now, moving on to the Lakers. But before I start with the Lakers, I want to start on John Jones. Okay? The greatest, the GOAT, the greatest of all time in UFC. He beat this guy within one round. The fight was over within one round. I watched it. Thanks to everybody giving me the screaming clicks to watch it. My man T let me know when the fight was on. But as quick as he let me know the fight was on, that as quickly as it ended, right? Locked him up, put him up in a little bit move against the, against the wall a little bit. Gave him that old school treatment, like, let me lock you up against the wall a little bit. Put it on him, that's it. Fight was over. GOAT. Greatest of all time. And he looked a little bit out of shape. He looked like he had a beer belly a little bit. I was like, oh, he may move a little bit slow or whatever. That didn't faze him. And I suppose for this next fight, his next opponent was there. So I suppose for this next fight, he's going to be even in more shape. So it's going to be more scary for the other dude, So Jones is a bad man. That's the greatest of all time for UFC fighters, man. Shout out to that brother. He just dominates, and taking some time off, took a couple years off, right? Then all of a sudden he comes back, gets a title, make it look easy. He said he was going to make it look easy, and that's exactly what he did. He made it look easy. Flat out. He made it look easy. The man was on fire. All right? So shout out to him. I'll say, finally, my dang. See, this is so weird. I don't get comments come and do so much. It just takes so long for a comment to come through. Now they finally came through. All right, so let me go do something. Yes, the game was fire, G Money. Let's see what else. KD is an underrated defender. He's a top 5 player in the league because he's a guy that could instantly plug into any system and come back in there and do his thing. Yes, Fire Master, we agree on that. John Jones is the GOAT. Did his thing. Give me that, son. He is the GOAT. Respect where respect due. It's all about them W's, and that's what he do. All right? And now on to my last topic. The Los Angeles Lakers get one over the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors did have Steph Curry in here. They had they had their shooters. Now they had their shooters, and when they had them, they still lost because Anthony Davis was dominating in the fourth quarter. Anthony Davis was Anthony Davis tonight. And he got to play like this consistently every single night to give the Lakers a chance to win games. He's going to have to play like a top 5 player in the league, like y'all say he is. If the Joker could do it, AD could do it. And AD is a better defender than the Joker. AD was playing like a madman tonight. He did the job. His supporting cast came through to help him out too. Kyrie Irving, yeah, they are a 2-man show. They take way too many ISO shots, Yes, T, he did the damn thing. John Jones is a fucking man, He got busy. I don't know why, for some reason, StreamYard takes a long ass time to show my comments, man. Starts to piss me off because by the time I see it, it's like a shitload of comments, and I'll be like, oh shit, I didn't even get a chance to respond back to them. But nevertheless, there it is. When you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and you talk about the quality of opponents that they got, they can hang with any team, even without LeBron James. This goes to show you that this team has always been able to compete against some of the best teams in the league. Not only did they beat some of the best teams in the league, they came down to the wire against some of the best teams in the league, period, all year long. All he had to do was close games out. Tonight, you had AD closing the game out. Tonight, you had Kevin Durant closing the games out. This is what big-time players got to do consistently. I'm not suspecting you to do this every night because we're all human. But I need you to do it consistently to win, to have a winning record. You understand where I'm coming from? I wouldn't be criticizing the Lakers if there was a 6 or 7 seed already, because they should have been. If they lose a game or two, I'd then be like, fine. Hey, it happens. Shit happens. But they losing games they supposed to win, and tonight they won this game tonight. That's how they supposed to, you know? Yup. Iguodala was back tonight. The Golden State Warriors was the Golden State Warriors. They had their full crew, right? They just couldn't get the job done. Steph back there, out there on the court. You know, for a minute, I thought the Golden State Warriors was going to try to shoot threes to get back in this game, because you don't want to get into a 3-point shooting contest with the Golden State Warriors. But what a fucking night for basketball. What a night for boxing. I mean, not boxing, just combat sports, period, for yesterday. Good shit. You know? But there you go. I said my piece, right? So that's my take on some of them games that took place today. I think there was more games to it as well. I will be screaming for probably, what time is it right now? Probably for an hour. Because soon it hits 5, I got some things to do. It's 3:40 LA time. So I got an hour and 20 minutes to kick it and do live. I like to keep my show 2 hours. See, I'm not one of these guys that like to be on for 6 hours a day, because the topic runs out. All right? If you chop the whole damn thing up, you could get everything you need to say within a two-hour period with multiple people coming in. That's more than enough time. I don't need to be on here for 6 hours talking about the same topic. You know, I don't know why some people do that. Then it just gets watered down because you said everything you needed to say. You know, I just gave you my takes on the game. I didn't completely 100% break every single everything down, but at the same time, you know, I got enough out of what I wanted to say about that game. That game was lit. You know, the Laker game was good too. It was close throughout the whole thing, right? Oh, it was close throughout the whole day, man. Good game, good day for sports, as usual. You know what I'm saying? So, wow. Luka missed that layup. It spun out. I would have just try to hit it off the backboard, but KD was there. So KD is the type of guy to make you think twice when you're about to take a layup, because he could swat that away. He got them long, booyaka, booyaka. He got them long arms, boy. He got them long arms straight from Africa, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna give you a second chance, second thoughts. But the Suns look like a very deadly team when they come together now, because they got all the pieces to win the championship. You know, Suns and Mavs will be a fun series. The Western Conference is where it's going to be at. You want good basketball, you got to go to the Western Conference, because that's exactly where it's going to be at. I'll be right back. Let me go and get something real quick. MOBB, can't you see? Oh, KD definitely not no 6'9". Where you get that from? That brother damn near 7 foot tall, and you with those shoes, if the shoes is high top shoes, he definitely 7 foot. There's no way Kevin Durant 6'9". No way. But his twin is coming into the league this upcoming season. Victor Wembanyama, that's his twin right there. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have some competition. Imagine them two guys go at it. We're going to get the luxury to see those two guys guard each other. That's going to be fun. I want to see both of those guys guard each other. Possession after possession. What a phenomenal game. I think Devin Booker said something about Luka laying on the floor, looked like he was crying or something like that. You know. So, got to hook up my landline phone pretty soon. Going to keep it for business-like opportunities, so to speak. You know. But yeah, man, it's going to be lit. It's going to be something to talk about for these next few weeks. Once the NBA playoffs start, the Suns and the Mavs are both going in there. It's going to be something. Oh, yeah. You know, the funny part about it is when Luka got all hot and bothered, like my man T said, he was like on his knees, like, you know what I'm saying? Like pissed off at himself. So whatever Devin Booker said, that make him come up quick. So he got mad quick. Or he probably just thought he needed to stud his ground against the light-skinned brother. You know, some people that of the fairest skin, so to speak, when they play in a sport that particularly dominated by another race, they feel cornered and they feel like they got something to prove, you know, so they're going to have to be extra, you know. The slightest thing will piss them off because they're competing in a world that a lot of people that look like them aren't dominating, if that makes any sense, you know. So it's the complete opposite way. It's like, you know, when you're a brother and we're kind of used to it, but some act differently. Like just like if you're a brother and you're doing a job that's predominantly dominated by white people, you know, you're gonna be on your P's and Q's a little more because you're gonna have to compete with these guys. And you know, you may get treated a slight bit different, or you're gonna be looked upon differently because you're doing a job that's mostly not dominated by people that look like you, if that makes sense. So that may be what Luka is thinking. You know what I mean? So, but my thing is, get out your feelings, facts over feelings. You know, and that is what it is. You know, men lead. Everything else follows. You know, so superstars lead, role players follow. You know how they say that old saying, men lead, women follow, but we're going to do it. Superstars lead, role players follow. Okay, they're right behind them. Oh, okay. Baseball. All right, that's what's up. I stopped watching baseball for a hot minute, T. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped watching it for a while, man. No, it is what it. Just one of those sports that's hard to watch, at least for me. Um, but yeah, that could be amongst the lines of some of that shit that goes down with that. This wasn't bad, man. Mocha flavor, Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Let's put a little close. Boom, boom. See, it's good that you could get it right there up close. Only my camera could do that. You know, it could zoom in and zoom out. That's why it's looking the way that it looks. What else games that we had on today? Let's just take a quick look. Let me look at my phone and see what games we had today. Oh, we got the Blazers and Magic. A bit of a doozy. Hornets and Nets. Nets winning that one. Okay, we got some games on. Let's see if we got. Oh, today at 4:30, we got Knicks and Celtics. Oh, and hook 'em, line, sink 'em. Two good elite teams, two playoff contending teams. The Memphis Grizzlies versus the Los Angeles Clippers at 7 o'clock today. That's 7 o'clock LA time. It's going to be a little later for everybody else. And this game, I presume, will be live on. Yes, it's going to be live on ESPN. This game is going to be on ESPN. It's going to be a televised game. Let me just double check and see if it's going to be televised. Because we shall return if this game is going to be on televised. I am definitely going to come live for that because I missed both of those two key games today because I was a little bit busy. You know, sometimes, you know, life interferes. You got stuff to do. Oh, shit. Hold on. I want to see what's on. They want to tell me, what about ESPN? Looks like I'm going to get this regardless, but let me just double check, man, because, oh, fuck. I guess I'm going to have to wait till 7 then. The Memphis Grizzlies and Los Angeles Clippers. That's right. 7 o'clock today. Russell Westbrook. All right. You got a game at 7 o'clock, bro. You know, so it's good that you're here right now. Because at 7, you got a game to play, you know. And I think I'd be on par for this. Okay, yeah, it's clear. It's clear that this, yeah. My boy that give me this direct TV link, he lives in Ohio. Get it from Ohio. So I get a lot of the Ohio games streamed for fun, for free. So all the Cleveland Cavalier games and all that other type of stuff, you know. I'm getting Ohio news like I live in Ohio when I don't, which is kind of weird. But if this was Los Angeles, I would have had all the Los Angeles means, but I don't because everything here is from Ohio, which kind of sucks a little bit, you know. But so when you talk about the Clippers, will they go 0-6 tonight? We're going to have to see where the Clippers go 0-6 tonight, right? If I'm not mistaken, they lost 5 in a row. So now they're playing against another elite team with their same pieces. I believe Kawhi Leonard is playing tonight. There is no body missing. Let me see. Because you could get the link. You could get the link right here, and it'll tell you if anybody is out. Yeah, nobody's out. Everybody is playing except for John Morant, right? John Morant gets the 2-game suspension, right? So John Morant don't play. So the Grizzlies will have a chance. I mean, the Clippers will have a chance to get some wins on the board because they quickly coming down out the AFC. The Clippers are the AFC right now. If they lose 2 more games, they'd be 9th. Then they continue to lose more. They're going to be a playing team. And if they become a playing team, that's bad on them. That's a big dip. They was the number 6 seed at one point. So you went to 6 to 8 in a flash. Faster than I could snap my fingers. They went to an 8th seed. You feel me? So that's not a good look. It's not a good anything, you know. But man, AD dominated today's game. But brother, please take those braids out. You look like the Predator, man. You trying to apply for the next movie, Prey? Oh, okay. Had to fix my mic real quick. But yeah, it's gonna go down. Now, since I may be back here on 7, I think we could probably do this one for an hour then. It's good to get this going for an hour or so because there's going to be a game on later today. I would probably do the whole game. I don't know if I have the energy for it, or I would probably do half of the game, like halftime. Depends on how busy I am. So, huh. And what I'm trying to see right here is, will the Clipper game come on ESPN today? I think it's a televised game, which is kind of weird because we already had televised games on today, right? So I want to just tell me what games are coming on today. Maybe I'm bugging. Do the Clippers and the Memphis Grizzlies come on today? Let me see. Did I get this right? Yeah, it comes on today. 7:00. Just gotta find out if I get it or not. It's actually giving me a little. Oh yeah, it does. We got it live and direct, 7:00. So definitely gonna be on that. And it's almost time for the Knicks and Celtics. They played today, and you got Ohio State versus Ohio State is getting a women's basketball. Look at this. Ohio State is getting their ass kicked. You know, ladies basketball is a lot of fundamental basketball here. You're not gonna see too many of them dunking. But I'm watching a little ladies basketball right now. Very good fundamentals. They know how to shoot the ball. Look at them going all happy. They out there trying to ball though. But look at that boy. Bang. So it's good that everybody just loves playing basketball. Men, women, boys, girls. What a worldwide global sport that everybody loves to play. Luka is a stat pattern. I said, oh, touchy topic. Luka is a stat pattern. Why do you feel Luka is a stat pattern? You're not the first person to say that. You got two ways you can explain that. He hogs the ball too much, doesn't get his teammates involved, and is a lazy defender. I don't know. See, one of the definitions of a stat pattern is a guy purposely looking for his stats or selfishly looking for his stats. You know, that was LeBron James because he wanted to break a record. There was no doubt in my mind that he was selfishly looking to score, not looking to score to have an impact on the game. There's a difference. All right. There's a difference. If I go into a game, I say, oh, I want to drop 50. All I care about is dropping 50. I don't care if we win or not. My sole purpose is to get 50 in this in particular game. Then that means for that game, I was stat padding. Man, I really need to go to the dentist. It's almost that time. It's going to almost be that time to go drilling all up in here, taking all this out. Oh my God, it's going to be messed up. Do I want to do it? No. Who wants to go to the dentist? Even as a grown-ass man, you still get it's nothing more scarier, or I would say uncomfortable. Let's just say uncomfortable. Then you have your mouth open and some guy, and you could just look down and there's that shit gets to you, man. That makes your skin crawl, you know, especially when the blade is hitting the tooth and this, you hear all that cracking sound. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to experience that again, man. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to experience that. I really don't want to experience that. I know it's coming. That's the bad part about it. Because I'm gonna need another tooth installed probably to hold the rest of these tooth out, because this tooth is coming out. This is the very back tooth, okay? The one that holds a lot of the other tooths together. So if this tooth comes out and there's nothing to protect it, the rest of the tooth is going to start to get flimsy. Then every single tooth is going to start to fall out. I'm going to mess around and start needing dentures and shit like that, having a fucking amount of spit and shit coming out my fucking mouth.
Salutes.
Hey, what's up, man?
Salutes. What's up?
What's up, bro? So, man,
yes, sir.
I just really don't want to feel that, man. I'm getting pissed off thinking about it. So take care of your teeth. I took care of them, but hey, it just happens, man. Sometimes you eat the wrong shit. You eat shit that got sugar in it and shit like that. It's gonna fuck your teeth up in the long run. Now you're gonna have to go do what I have to go do. You know? So take care of your teeth, man. Or take care of your body in general. Because if you take care of your body will take care of you.
Yep.
You know. But what's good, man? You play a game at 7 o'clock. You gonna get this win or what?
No, bro. I don't think so. I'm gonna stay off social media when I have to stay off social media when the Clippers lose.
Okay, I gotta put you on the hot spot now. You said Luka is a stat pattern.
Yes, sir.
Very touchy. Please explain.
Okay, easy.
All right.
Mr. Wide Open layup. Number one. Okay, my main reason is he hogs the ball too much. When I watch Luka play, he doesn't get his teammates involved in the offense. It's just give Luka the ball and get the hell out of the way. Give Luka the ball and get out of the way. He doesn't get his teammates involved in the offense. The only time he passes the ball is when he gets double teamed. And number two, he might be the worst defender in the NBA. He might be the worst defender for a superstar. He might be the worst defender in the NBA.
Right.
So in the NBA, out of all the superstars, he's the worst defender. The worst one.
I can
easily.
I could co-sign that with you. You know, now here's one of the biggest things for me
at least puts efforts in the. At least puts efforts. This guy has no efforts on the defensive side. None.
Hell yeah. Now here's the thing though. Stat pattern is usually associated with somebody that's selfish. Do you think Luka is in particularly just looking for numbers?
Yes, sir.
Like winning basketball first.
No, he's selfish. He's selfish.
Okay. You know, one of the key elements to being a stat pattern is to be selfish. You know, to a point that it hurts your team. Because you can argue all superstars are selfish, but it goes about how selfish are you? You know, so if you just selfish that, hey, I got to get 50. I got to get double digits. I don't care about the rest of the end game result. That's stat padding. You know. So, you know, before LeBron got hurt, he stopped stat padding because those games the Lakers was winning, he was playing to win because he broke that record. Do you see the difference between LeBron's level of play after he broke the record compared to when he was trying to break the record? It was a difference, right?
Yep.
You know, see, that's what I was criticizing him on because I know he was stat padding and he was just doing that to break a record. My whole point was you could have did that naturally. You was going to play basketball long enough so you could break it anyway. So what's the point? You know? So even if he got hurt, see, if he didn't broke that record now, he would have still been playing basketball, even if he was injured. You know, that's my honest belief. I think he's just relaxing now because, you know, he broke the record already. But
I did see him in crutches. I think it was wearing crutches, I think.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then
I think I did see an image. I remember. So maybe he's
that's
not.
The case, it could be like a legit thing that he just honestly can't go. You know, but yeah, even if he didn't broke the record this year, and he got hurt before he broke the record. You was gonna break the record regardless, anyway, my man.
I think he wants to play with Bronny when he comes, his son when he comes into the NBA.
Well, in order for him to do that, he's gonna have to preserve his body a long time. That means he takes a lot of games off. Because the more he plays, he's just gonna get hurt because the body's just gonna break down. So here's the thing: you're gonna want to miss as much games as possible. You got to stall time. It's a waiting game, you know. Assuming that his son is gonna get drafted. I mean, his son may just get drafted off the name. Oh, that's LeBron's son. He may be scrubbed. They just draft him just because he's LeBron's son. You know, so. But who you got winning this Grizzlies versus Clippers tonight?
The Grizzlies.
Oh wow.
The Grizzlies, they've got a good team, in my opinion.
Yeah, no question.
So,
Even
what do you
if
feel
Charles
about that missed layup by Luka and then Devin getting into his face?
I don't have a problem with rivalries, in my opinion, when things get, heated. I like it when players get, gets heated.
Right.
I think it's good for the NBA. It makes it more entertaining, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, let me
But yeah,
just
Luka's not clutch.
huh?
I don't think Luka's clutch.
I mean, he has some moments, but yeah, you can make a case that he's not. Are you up? Hold on, let me just see if I can get both of us here. There you go.
Oh,
And see,
wow.
boom. That's that game winner right there, right?
Yeah, KD's
You know,
clutch.
Yeah, KD is clutch, and that's what the Suns need. They need that closer. Now look at
Yeah.
this. Look how much space he pushes them away.
Wide open layup.
Wide open layup, and KD wasn't even near the
Take.
get into a defensive stance yet.
Oh
You
yeah,
see
KD
that?
be lying about his height.
Yeah.
He ain't no 6'9". That's a lie.
Oh yeah, I think KD scared him a little bit. He saw KD. He said, "Oh shit, I better just fling this ball up as fast as possible."
But why did Booker
so it
go
won't
to?
get blocked?
But why did Booker go to Luka's face? What did Lucas? I don't think Lucas said anything.
No, I think Donovan Mitchell said something, and then Luka just got up in his face.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that whole altercation came about.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling there was just trash talking throughout the whole game. Luka said, "Don't talk trash when there's 3 seconds left in the game." So basically, he said, if you're gonna, he said if you're gonna talk shit the whole game. So in that aspect,
yeah, not when the game's over.
Oh yeah,
yeah, exactly. That's a week.
That's when that cowardly stuff. Yeah, let me talk a lot of smack once the game is over already.
Yeah,
you got to talk smack during the game, so when you beat them, you could talk even more smack.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It makes it more, you put your nuts on the table, so to speak. You say it with your chest out. So that's the thing.
Who watches playing?
Huh?
Who watches playing? Next?
Well, right now the next one is going to be my New York Knicks, the battle of the East Coast versus the Boston Celtics. Huh?
Yeah, OKC's playing today as well.
Yes, a lot of teams are playing today. So hopefully my Knicks could pull off an upset on the Boston Celtics. We got a lot of work to do to get that win, but we could probably do it. I wouldn't say that we can't do it. Yo, Brandon, what up, AI? We got AI and Russell Westbrook again.
Salute.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, man, just enjoying dinner, watching some of these Sunday games.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Bro, those two double headliner games we got was pretty good.
Yes, sir.
They were. No, they were. And it's funny because I just came from my man E. Lee's channel. He was covering the Warriors and the Lakers.
Okay.
Man, the Warriors are just out of sync for one reason. I think it boils down to coaching. They don't have the coaching staff. If you're a coach, head coach, and assistant coach, players have to respect you, especially if they're young players. They got to have some level of respect, and I don't see that level of respect they have for Steve Kerr like they did for Mike Brown when he was assistant. So when you don't have that, sort of camaraderie, it just not sync well when you go out there in the court, and I can see it with the Warriors.
Word. And bro, the Suns got their closer now. Yep. Luka can't pit fear in the Suns no more because the Suns got KD.
They got KD.
Yeah, they got the superstar now.
Well,
they can't double D Book anymore because if you double D Book, it's gonna go right to Durant.
Right. Yep. And so that's not the guy you want to be shooting wide open shots.
Hell no.
You score over you anyway.
Yeah. Kevin KD, people, it's funny, like in the beginning of the season, everybody was calling him washed, but he looked like the KD of OKC. It's too easy for him.
Exactly. But here's the thing though, Brandon. Every time this man plays, he uplifts his team to victories. If he playing and they fully healthy, they on a roll. You seen what happened with the Brooklyn Nets before Kyrie got traded, right?
Right.
Even when Kyrie got hurt, he was still keeping them afloat. So if he playing, he automatically playing like a top 5 player, just right off the bat.
Yeah, and he's that generational type of talent and just overall, assassin because he could get anywhere on the floor. He's about 6'11", 6'10", 6'11",
Yeah.
He's got that. He doesn't have the first step like he did when he was younger, but he's
Right.
so long. He puts so much. He could cover so much ground. He'll get to his spots. Because I see it now versus when he was in Brooklyn. Sometimes he was forced to, shoot from behind the 3-point line. He's not doing
Right.
that anymore. He doesn't have to do that anymore because Chris Paul controlling the tempo. So
Right.
once he gets the ball, he can just run, get to that spot, whether it's the weak side, strong side, pull up, and it's over.
Right. Hell yeah, man. AD dominated in the fourth quarter. He did his thing. That's the AD we want to see. If he could do that, they have a good chance of winning some of these games. So
Facts.
it's all, man. It's almost the damn near even playing field. But I don't like how the Dallas Mavericks is constructed. They got Luka and Kyrie got to figure a way out. They keep playing with too many ISO basketball. They take like 50 shots just between those two guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much ISO basketball. I need somebody to come off the ball a little bit, but they both want the ball in their hands. Westbrook, he said something touchy a little bit. He said Luka is a stat pattern. What do you think?
I mean, let's keep it real. All greats of the past and great players in general, they do keep they're privy to their stats. So
yeah, but
the whole stat padding, the term, it could be a little embellished. If it's egregious, like if you're just focusing on your stats 24/7, then yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. But
yeah, that's what we indicating. A guy that I got to get my numbers regardless. Then we could talk about winning. That's like the definition of a stat pattern. But do you see that in Luka? Do you see that a guy that just says, "Hey, let me just get my points, and then we could do what we got to do"?
I think when he was younger, like trying to prove himself, yes. But now that he's the franchise player, let's just keep it a buck. The offense is, revolving around him. So he's kind of caught in this cul-de-sac of, having to, get the numbers up. But like you said, they're running too much ISO plays when you got Kyrie there. So I don't think he's stat padding. I think he's just he's only trying to play how he knows how to play. You know what I mean? So,
and for the record, when you say the word stat pad, you got to define it a little differently or define it the right way, because technically every play that comes into the league, if you're a rookie, you're a stat pattern because you have to prove to the world that you could play. So that's different. I'm talking about when you're already established, and let's just say all you care about is I got to get my 30. I don't care if my team win. If you're that good, that 30 should come naturally. You should care less about it.
Facts.
That's the definition of a stat pattern. Remember Carmelo Anthony? Shanti Billups said Carmelo Anthony used to get pissed off if he don't get a certain amount of points in the game, but could care less if the team won the game. That's what he said. So that's the definition of a guy looking for numbers.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, with Melo, as much as I love Melo and I respect Melo and I wish he was still playing in the league. Oh no, he definitely. I saw it when he was his early years in Denver.
Right.
His early years in Denver before he got traded to the Knicks, I could tell he was stat pattern because his body language said it all. The press conference. I remember one time. This is when AI was there. It was about 08, like 07, 08, and they played the Sonics.
Westbrook, you muted yourself. So yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying. Yeah, like
you had yourself muted. So if you were saying something, we didn't heard you because you mute yourself.
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, you good. So they was playing this is when they had the Sonics with KD, and they had lost. Nuggets had lost. It was like post game. It was about like 5 or 6. So AI had about 31. Melo had like 34. So in the press conference, they asked Melo because they were on the brink of not going to the playoffs. They were in the 9th spot. They were just barely in the 8th spot. So some reporter asked Melo. He said, "So how does this put a black stain on you guys? Momentum going forward?" And Melo just, any other superstar would have been like, "Hey, this sucks, man. I hate this." But he just said mentally, pardon the pun, he just shrugged his shoulders and was like, "Hey, as long as me and AI are syncing, that's all that matters." But they lost a game they shouldn't have lost to. So that's stat padding. That's stat padding. He got a 34, but he don't care about them not being in playoff contention. So yeah, that's stat pattern in my eyes.
So basically, a stat pad is basically a super selfish player. Now, in order to be a superstar, you got to be somewhat selfish at some points in the career in your games. But if that's all you care about, if that's your number one goal, then that's a form of stat padding.
Right.
You know?
But see, and I don't see that with Luka. Luka's body language, he wants to win. He wants to win. He's definitely, you know, when they drafted him, I'm like, okay, I see a guy who is a competitor, wants to win at all costs. He doesn't want to just win on his terms, but he wants his team to win. So I think he's getting it because, you know, well, they're in the era. This is the era of iso ball and so many. The pace is so fast, so everybody's getting their touches. So I think they're putting the emphasis on stat padding just because a player is taking a high volume of shots and getting all their points. But I don't see it with Luka. I don't see him being a stat padder.
Right.
They just got to find chemistry. Yeah, they just got to find chemistry between him and Kyrie and get it together before the playoffs start.
Facts. And somebody got to come off that ball though, man.
Right.
Because they can't just keep playing your turn, my turn. It just don't win championships. I mean, Westbrook and Durant did that for years. You know, it could work. It could be successful to a certain extent if you're just that good. You may take a trip to the finals and get lucky, but it normally don't ends up into winning basketball. It doesn't favor you to play like that to win a championship. Basically, is what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't. And I'm surprised that Jason Kidd, because in his playing days, you know, he relished as a point guard. He relished having another guy come off the ball. Like when he was in New Jersey, you had Kerry Kittles, you had guys like Lucia Harris coming off the ball. So I'm surprised.
Kerry Kittles. I'm surprised some of you guys remember these guys' names.
Listen, man, Kerry Kittles at Villanova. He was that first step. He was a beast.
He was nice with it. He was nice. He had a jumper too.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, but my point is, like, I wish J Kidd. I wish they would have signed somebody like either via, you know, the trade deadline, like get a sign and trade, get somebody that could, you know, help them off the ball. Because like you said, if you got two guys on the ball, come playoff time, it's going to be too easy for the opposing team. They're going to be like, oh, we could just run them out the building, you know. So
hell yeah. Here's the thing about the 2000s basketball. I always tell people, they always find it shocking that I say it. I think 2000s is arguably one of the most evenly split eras of all time because it was 50-50 on just about everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Defense was there, offense was there, and none of it overshadowed each other. It was like 50% offense, 50% defense, made the best guy win. You know, no other era really had that too much. But a lot of people, they're surprised that I say that because they thought I would say something like the 80s and stuff. No, it's actually the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know,
early 2000s.
I agree.
No.
Yeah, I thought the 90s, like looking back at, because I watched a lot of old film of the NBA.
Yeah. The 90s is good, but the 90s had a little bit more. I would say probably 60-40 more defense than offense. So the 90s was more about defense than anything.
Oh yeah, you know? Because I'm watching, I was watching what game was it? Oh, it was the Suns, not the Suns, the Sonics and Nuggets. This is when they had Nuggets that happened tumble, and the game was high scoring. So I'm like, okay, I see a lot of offense despite it being a 90s. So there was defense too, but it was more about the front court defense rather than the perimeter defense. And then towards the, like you said, the early 2000s, it was a balance. You had the offense, but you had that lockdown perimeter defense where no perimeter player could get a shot off. That's why the percentages were so low. This is why you can't get on T-Mac, you can't get on Kobe, Spreewell, AI, none of them, because you had no airspace at all on the perimeter in the 2000s.
And that's one thing that people don't mention when we're talking about a legacy of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant arguably faced the most toughest competition probably in NBA history because he played in the Western Conference throughout his whole career. And he had to face 50-win teams even in the first round. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yep.
You know, he had the toughest path to winning was Kobe Bryant, more than any superstar. So that says a lot about him because, I mean, the Western Conference was no joke, bro. You could do, if we wanted to back in the 2000s, you could do the top 16 teams just coming out the Western Conference. You didn't even need the East. If you just want to be frank about it, you could have thrown the East away and just did the whole playoff with the Western Conference.
But I'll say this about the East because I'm glad you brought that up. The East, see, they didn't have, the West had all the big men, so that's why the East was so depleted. But the East, they had, their teams were based on the perimeter defense because if you look at 2000 and like from 2002 from 2002. You had the Miami Heat. They had Tim Hardaway, Dan Marley, Alonzo Mourning, Brian Grant. I think they had Brian Grant. Then you had Milwaukee. Remember the big three with Ray Allen, Big Dog, and Sam Cassell. Then Indiana, the Reggie Miller and the Pacers, they had a great perimeter defense team too. So the East was about defense back then. The West was more about the big men, and like you said, the big men, the superstars. That's why they was going to the finals and beating up on everybody else up. So yeah, it was perfect,
man. Word. But you still see the Lakers making up? Do you see the Lakers making the playoffs, or you think no?
At this point, because right now they're currently in the 10th spot, 11th spot. I think they're in the 10th spot. Yeah. They could probably make the play-in if they get some focus and some confidence going. But I don't see them making it. They could probably make the play-in. I don't see them making the actual playoffs.
Great one. What you think?
Hell no. They ain't making the play-in. I'm telling you now for a fact.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, not the play-in, the playoffs. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something went wrong.
They might make the play-in. I don't think they'll make it to the playoffs, though.
Okay.
In my opinion.
All right.
What about your Clippers? They hang in there at that number 8 seed?
Yeah, I think they'll hang in. I think they'll get knocked out in the first round.
See, for an entertainment standpoint, the league may want the Clippers to be in the play-in because it gets more people to watch. Because if you have low-ranked teams that nobody care about in the play-in, it's going to get low ratings. That's like another season within one. You got the 82-game season, right? Then you got the play-in. That's like another extra season. A short season, but it's still like another extra season.
Yeah, I prefer if the Lakers were in the play-in because, more people want to see the Lakers than for example, the
Clippers.
My OKC, for example. No one wants to see my.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people want to see the Lakers in the play-in period.
Yeah.
That'll generate some ratings. Lakers and the Warriors should be in the play-in and let them duke it out.
Yeah, P, I'm looking at the Lakers schedule right now. So they play the Grizzlies Tuesday.
Right.
The Raptors Friday. They're playing your Knicks next Sunday.
That's a toss-up.
That's a toss-up, yeah, I was going to say. Then they got the Pelicans next. Then they got the Rockets. They could win that win. And they got the Rockets back. They probably could win the Rockets. So I don't know. Their schedule is kind of iffy. So we'll see.
It's a roller coaster schedule. I don't see some consistent wins though. That's the problem. So I don't see a 3-game winning streak or nothing like that. So
no, me either.
It's very inconsistent. So that means another team will have to dip. With the Clippers, they may go 0-6 right now. They're doing a good job of making the Lakers look good. All they have to do is keep losing games. Before you know it, Before you know it, Lakers will be creeping up to their spot. So
that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that because Tyronn Lue. I'm sorry, he's a sinking. He needs to go.
Oh yeah,
he needs to go. He just terrible rotations.
Oh yeah,
terrible rotations. Like they respect him. Like we were talking about earlier, how these young players have that respect for the coach. I think they respect him, but it's just like his rotations make no sense. Word. You got Robert Covington, a guy that we had, a 3-and-D guy, and you got him on a bench. Like, come on.
Word.
I don't understand.
Would you bench Westbrook at this point or no?
Yeah.
I guess because it doesn't matter, but he's the one. He's playing actually well. He had that one game where he laid an egg, which was against the Warriors. But other than that, he's been playing well. It's not all on him. So I don't, if you're gonna bench him, fine. At this point, you can, but I would just leave him in because like I said, you brought him in for a reason. So why would you then bench him? Yeah, it's just crazy right now with that team. The whole team just needs to detonate, and just rebuild.
I would love to see this 2 teams in the playoffs, though. The Suns and Mavs. Luka said Devin Booker shouldn't talk trash with 3 seconds left in the game. He's actually right on that a little bit. I would just say, hey, if you're gonna play that role, then play it the whole game.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, I'm surprised Luka actually stood up. Luka actually got some, he comes off as a nice looking guy, but then when you piss him off, you piss Luka off, he'll get at you.
Yeah.
see, a lot of people like to look at him and be like, "Oh, this guy's a pushover," just because he's smiling and he hits a shot, he's laughing and he just having a good time. Don't judge a book by its cover all the time.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, man.
Oh shoot, most of them European players are like that. Like Tony Kukoc, very nice guy, classy. But yeah, they said when he was hot, he'll get in your grill,
Oh yeah. He was another dude. He was another dude that get up all up in your shit. You piss him off. So there's a lot of dudes like that. Only one that I would say was truly nice. I could be wrong because I can't remember him really being like tough too much. It was Dirk. Do you have any moments? Do you guys even remember any moments from Dirk?
No.
I don't remember him even like. I can't even remember him getting into a fight or nothing like that.
No. Like I know when he went to the finals in 2006, he was just like it wasn't trash talk. He was just pumping himself up, but it wasn't like you said. He wasn't getting nobody face or nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, and in 2011, he was upset with Dwayne Wade and LeBron clowning him, but he didn't say nothing about it. He just played his game.
He just played, yeah. Yep, I remember that. Yep, they was clowning him because I think they said he was faking sick, so him and LeBron and D Wade were like fake coughing in the locker room or whatever. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, but boy, did they live to regret that. He took that shit personally.
He took that shit up, man. Yo, he pulled an MJ. He took that shit very personal. It was like, you know what? I got the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Hell yeah.
See, we talk about guys that carry teams. Okay, Kawhi carried the Raptors, but no, Dirk literally carried that team on his back. I never seen a player make a finals run like that.
Bro, he didn't just beat LeBron and Wade. He beat Durant and Kobe in the same year.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
That's amazing,
they killed the
bro.
Lakers. Yeah, they killed them Lakers. I remember the Lakers were the favorite to beat them, but Dirk was like, nope.
Same thing with Isaiah Thomas. He beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan in the same year.
Facts.
That's something you just gotta applaud and be like, yo, that's a tough assignment, man.
It is. Man. You gotta have that fire. You gotta have that fire in the belly.
Yeah. So, word, man. But Luka's doing a good job of continuing the Dallas Mavericks legacy, man. He's following in Dirk's footsteps pretty good. I don't know if they're gonna win the title though. He may be like one of those guys that take like 12 years to win the NBA championship, though. I don't know. Because I don't know if they're going to get the right pieces around him to win the title. But if Kyrie stays there, they could work on something. They just have to work on somebody playing defense. I don't know how Kyrie is such a toss-up, man. I don't know if he's loyal to this Mavericks franchise or not.
Right. I think he leaves in free agency.
He could.
Yeah, me too.
He could end up just waking up one morning and say, "Hey, you know what? I want to leave." But that's Kyrie.
Where do you think he'll go if he leaves?
I'm gonna say he probably, if he does bolt from the Dallas Mavericks, I say he probably reunites with LeBron.
Yeah,
I was thinking that too.
No,
I was thinking the Suns might reunite with KD because Chris Paul's getting old. Chris Paul's getting old.
Yeah, that's if Chris Paul. I don't know. I think Chris Paul's contract is up the end of the season. I'm not too sure. But if it is, they let him go, they let him walk, they could probably sign a guy like Kyrie. But they can't have both of those guys on the same team. Chris Paul making a lot of money, even though he's at the end of the road for his career. He's taking up a lot of that salary cap.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So, yeah, he can't be on that same team if Kyrie goes there. But I don't see that happening. I think Kyrie just either go to the Lakers or sign with the Mavs, because not too many teams is willing to take a chance on Kyrie, to be honest with you. It's the off-court stuff that rubs a lot of teams the wrong way. I'm surprised Mark Cuban took a chance, but he's known. Mark Cuban is that type of dude that you see his personality. I mean, I ain't got to tell you how Mark Cuban get down. That's his attitude.
Right.
He likes rolling the dice. He's a guy that more likely to give you a chance. He's not like uptight like some of these owners are. That's more politically correct. Yeah. He's the type of dude that could eat dinner with us and just chill, curse, talk some shit. He's that different type of owner.
He actually responded to one of my emails before.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's what's up.
Yeah, see, most owners won't do that.
Yeah.
So he connects with the public. He acts just like one of the guys. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's why he's willing to give Kyrie a shot. He'd be like, man, I don't care about all that off-court shit. Come and play basketball with me, you know?
Yeah, and he's living in Texas, so he doesn't have to take the vaccine and stuff.
Right. So, yeah. But
True,
some of these uptight franchises, I don't know. You know, Pat Riley, I won't be so sure because Pat Riley's very strict. You know, he's either follow his way or the highway. You know.
Oh yeah, he's always been like that, and I'm glad you brought him up because that's why I keep telling people that's why LeBron left in Miami in 2014 because he tried to be the GM, and Pat Riley was like, nope, you ain't having it. This ain't the Cavaliers. He's like, nope.
Yeah, Pat Riley wasn't letting that shit fly. Yep. You know, and he actually funny because Pat Riley talked about that, and he said, you know, I don't know if he said something to the degree of like he regret not doing that, but you know, he just stood his ground. He just said, I wasn't going to let LeBron take over the franchise. You know,
right?
So some guys just not willing to let you do that. You know, Pat Riley's one of them dudes.
He's Pat Riley.
Yeah. You said who is Pat Riley?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know who Pat Riley is?
He's at the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he won several championships with the Showtime Lakers. You know.
Oh yeah.
He was the coach. He was the coach of the Miami Heat back with the Alonzo Mourning days when he was fighting the Knicks.
Oh yeah.
All of that crazy shit. Those games, Knicks and the Heat was fights damn near every game. They would literally get together just to fight each other. That's all that game was going to be. That's one of them hood basketball games when you find yourself fighting and talking more trash and actually playing baskball. You know how it is, Brandon. You could be in the hood and it takes like 20 minutes to even start to play in the game.
Yep.
And about time you start playing the game, you're like, I don't even want to play no more.
You don't want to play, right? I was gonna say you don't want to play no more because everybody gets so heated.
Word, I've been arguing for 20 minutes with this motherfucker.
Right, 20 minutes. Like I don't want to bounce no damn ball. Y'all want to go home now. But it's true, man. I miss that. I kind of miss that. Not so much the fighting culture, but I miss that. You know, that aggression, competitiveness in the NBA. I don't see that anymore. It's missing.
Yeah. Man.
So that's what makes it boring. Don't get me wrong, basketball is basketball. I'll still watch it every now and then, but it's not the same.
Facts.
Not the same.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And what's another guy that we already know the Genie Bus, the Bus family, they'll let you run over them. They'll give you anything. You know. So that's the thing.
Dr. Bus wasn't like that though. I was reading an article. It was a whole article in the LA Times. It was like Dr. Bus wasn't like that. See, his kids are like that. Like Jeannie, she's different.
Yeah, you know why his kids are like that? Because they was trust fund babies.
Exactly.
They don't know how to get it out the mud. They used to just being like super nice and you know, so they don't even know how to be tough towards somebody. They just be like, okay, take it. I don't care.
Right. They just go with the you know, just go with the motion. But Dr. Bus, because he built that, he planted the seed to that Lakers, Showtime Lakers, and just it blossomed and boom from there.
Right. That's facts.
He worked his ass off. I remember I was reading, watching some documentary, and they said he was asleep, literally sleep in his office, because he just wanted to be on his grind 24/7, just come up with different strategies, marketing schemes, draft picks. And that's how dedicated he was. I think him and Kobe and Magic are like the three most important figures in Laker history because of their dedication and time spent with that team.
Oh, no doubt, man, definitely. The thing is but I deal with some kids that's rich, and they their kids are rich parents, and they have a very lazy attitude. They don't have no work effort because everything comes to them with ease.
Yeah, they don't need to.
Yeah, their parents got it through the mud, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little complete different logic when you're dealing with people like that. So yeah, man, and Dan Gilbert was a pushover for a while, but he had to be because he was running a franchise that didn't make that much money. LeBron was the best thing that happened to him because LeBron brought so much money to that Cleveland Cavaliers franchise.
Right.
Now, if you're going to build a statue for any franchise for LeBron, it better be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, because that's a franchise you could say he built from the ground up because that franchise was never really that popping like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. He turned the city around. Like, before LeBron, before he even put on the Cavaliers jersey, like that city was I mean, they had great. If you look at the Cleveland teams, they had some good teams, not great.
yeah.
But as soon as he got there, it just erupted.
Oh yeah.
So
He made Cavalier fans around the world when a lot of people were
exactly.
Mostly people in Ohio or Cleveland were only Cavalier fans. The minute he got there, you have fans from New York that was Cavalier fans, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
let's keep it a buck. Danny Ferry or Gauskas was not going to make that Cleveland team a big franchise.
Right.
Even though they were good players.
Right. Yeah, and they didn't put butts in the seats like LeBron would have done. You know, so yeah. He definitely paid his dues with that franchise. I'm always going to give him credit as a Cleveland Cavalier. I mean, that is his franchise. He built that shit from the ground up. You know, that's like the Bulls without Jordan. You know, the Bulls franchise was trash. Nobody was paying attention to the Bulls until Jordan got there.
Yep.
You know, so you get that one play that could just turn franchises around and just like put it on the map. You got to give him credit.
Right, and it's more impressive because he was an 18-year-old kid. Like what?
Yeah.
Imagine waking up in the morning, being 18 years old, saying, "I'm gonna be the root of this franchise's, garden," and he did it. It was to me that's amazing. Say what you want about him. I know we criticize him a lot, which we have to. Which we're fans, we're analysts of the game.
Right.
But let's keep it a buck. That's the most amazing thing that he's done is just he made team stars, and he just stuck with that.
No question. That could have been Kobe if Kobe got drafted by the Hornets. He would have single-handedly put that franchise on the map.
Right.
You know, even though they had like Lonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, that was a cool squad. Yeah. But none of them guys would have been as big stars as Kobe.
Oh hell no. Yeah, well, you got to remember too, because he was part of that, next Jordan tear. Him, Banks, and all of them. They were like, who's gonna be the next Jordan? So if he would have stuck with Charlotte, oh man, I could have just. It would have been crazy seeing him in that Charlotte uniform.
Hell yeah. If that wouldn't have been a bad team to be on. He would have had Baron Davis. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that pair would have did, but I'm pretty sure he would have brought the talent to him. You know what I'm saying? Or developed the talent with him. I think he could have won with if he stayed on the Hornets.
Yeah. Well, they had depth because I remember they would have had B. Diddy, P.J. Brown, Stacey Augmon, Tractor Trailer. That would have been a nice squad.
All right.
Definitely.
Kobe would have been a starter off the bat, though. He wasn't back coming off the bench.
No,
the only reason why he had to come off the bench because the Lakers was already loaded. It's the Lakers for Christ's sakes.
Well, yeah, because they had Eddie Jones and all of them. So
yeah, he got drafted to a team that was already a playoff contending team anyway.
Right.
That team was fucking loaded.
Oh man, Nick the Quick.
Yo, Nick Van Axel, Eddie Jones, they were doing it, son.
Elvin
they had
Campbell. Yep, Elvin Campbell.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We would always look at that team back in the 90s and be like, yo, there's no way that team gonna lose. Then all of a sudden they play against the Jazz, they lose.
Yep. Oh yeah, we hit them air ball. Yo, that was like the first time I felt bad for Kobe because he was a teenager. He was popular. He was on Nickelodeon and all this stuff. He was on these black sitcoms. So when he made them air balls, I'm like,
words, man. He had to get it through the mud, dog, man.
Get through the mud.
That's what greatness is all about, So, yeah, man.
Yep, good times. Oh my God, good times.
Word. Yo, me and my boys will always say, "There's no way the Lakers losing, son. They got the illest team in the league." And all of a sudden they will always find a way to lose.
They would. It was just bad luck at that time. Bad
luck.
And you got to get credit. Obviously, get credit to the Jazz team. That Jazz team were loaded too. So
yeah,
it was in 96, 97. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. And we respected Jordan on the East Coast, of course, but we was rocking like on an everyday basis. We was talking about Penny, the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? We thought those dudes was gonna be the ones that like beat the Bulls, and they kept losing. So words, it was crazy.
That crazy time. Oh yeah, Penny. Oh man, I had a pair of pennies, man. The Zooms, Nike Zooms. Yeah. Oh man.
Hell yeah. Yo, if you look at a Penny Hardaway interview, he talked about Mike. He said Michael Jordan threatened to cut his legs off.
I remember that.
I'm like, what the? Jordan was ruthless, bro.
I thought he was capping, but no, because people backed it up. I remember Scotty said something like that. Scotty had said, that Michael was gonna was gonna do something to Penny, and then I'm like, oh
Word.
shit, that's true.
That's the mind games he was playing with people. He was just
Oh, yeah.
he would beat you mentally before you even
Mhm.
step on the court. You know,
Yeah.
because he wanted to strike fear into you. Like that's why I give Kobe all the props, because Kobe was the one guy that wasn't afraid of Jordan.
Yep.
Because a lot of dudes was like, yo, you don't go up against Black Jesus. You know,
Mhm.
that's the black cat. You know, Kobe was like, fuck that. I'm going at him.
Going to get yep.
Yeah, that's what I love about him, because Jordan respected that even too. Jordan was like, I can't put fear in this guy.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even put fear into him mentally. He just want to compete. You know?
He'll leave you alone. Trust me, he'll leave you alone. 'Cause I remember one time he said he was doing an interview with Ahmad Rashad. Remember back in the day, NBC, they used to do interviews with Ahmad Rashad. And he tried to do the same thing. He tried to do the same thing with Clyde Drexler. But now Drexler, he beat him, but he said that Drexler was so hard because he wasn't affected by his trash talk. He said Drexler would either ignore him or just give him the side eye and just smirk.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like, damn, how am I gonna beat him? But then he just beat him. Like you say, if he couldn't beat you with your trash talk, he was going to just annihilate you on the court. So yeah.
Right. Hell yeah. You know, so yeah, man, that was crazy, man. So Kobe was different though, man. He just wanted to compete. You know what I mean? I think Michael seen like another version of him in Kobe, just from the mentality standpoint.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mentality, the work
Kobe's
ethic.
work ethic was crazy. I mean, you heard these stories of the guy being in the gym like hours before you even get there.
Yep, it's true.
Drenched
He gets
in
up
sweat.
at 5 in the morning. Yep, 5 in the morning. It said 5 in the morning to like almost 12 in the afternoon. He'll be there, just grinding.
And that's what people here in LA said they missed. You know, they want to hear stories about that like LeBron, but all they're hearing is just, you know, they don't get those type of stories from LeBron. You know.
Yeah, and I understand it. Not everyone's built like that. But see,
Exactly.
LeBron. The thing about LeBron is, I think at the stage of his career too, he is comfortable. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. He's comfortable. Right. He's been a lot NBA first ballot Hall of Famers for forever now. So he doesn't have, in his eyes, he has nothing to prove. So I kind of get that with him. But at the same time, I just wish that he had that extra gear in him. If he had, because he's so passive. That's one thing about LeBron. He's passive. There's nothing wrong with that off the court. You know, I'm sure he does a lot of things for, you know, our black youth and families and everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to just say, okay, you could do that, but you could still be that killer. Have that extra gear and you'll be that killer.
Right. Yeah, but he's playing a competitive sport. You could be it off the court, but on the court, we need you to be that killer. You know?
Exactly.
Because you could probably have more championships if you did that. I think some of them championships wouldn't have been left on the table. I can tell you that much.
Right. So. Right. He doesn't have that extra. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, when they laid the egg in 2011, and then the next year they played OKC.
Yeah.
He did the one thing that he was supposed to do in the first place, and it's like, stop worrying about what people are saying about you on social media and just the media in
just
general.
go out there and play.
Just go out there and play. That's why he won.
Yep, and prior to getting there, remember that angry face game that he had against the Boston Celtics?
Yep.
That was Michael Jordan every game.
Exactly, every game. From preseason. From preseason to the play for the championship, that was just Mike. That's crazy.
That's different. See, that's the difference between them. But if LeBron played like that every postseason game, let's just say postseason, even if he just did that in the postseason, he would have a different outcome. He would have won that 2011.
Oh yeah,
that championship would have been his. That's what to say. Some of them titles he just left on the table.
Well, see too that they most likely would have won, but I'm saying I hope Dwayne Wade would have played better too, because we got to get on him too, because he didn't play. He had some also games.
Oh yeah, but he played good in 2011. He was the one. He's playing better than LeBron in 2011.
No, he did play better. He played better, but it's just like this. Sometimes it's like the way. But you know what it is too is like I think Dwayne Wade was like, okay, is it my team or LeBron's team?
Yeah,
and he should have just let it be LeBron's team. That's another reason why.
Well, that's the thing. LeBron shouldn't even have to second guess that. You just called the best player in the world. Just go ahead and take it, because you know, alpha don't have to tell you he's an alpha. You just know.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, so speaking of that, we talk about, you know, his mentality. I think Bruce Blitz said it best. I remember I went onto the show, the podcast one time.
Oh, you went on to Bruce Blitz? Shout out to my man Bruce.
Yeah, I think he was there.
If y'all don't know, Bruce Blitz was my mentor, man. He's the one that put me on. So I always give credit to Bruce.
For sure. And I think you might have been on there, but I think your name was probably different. I might have caught you, maybe. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't remember.
Right.
Real long time ago. But he said something because this was during the 2012, 2012 season when they beat the Celtics. And he said, Bruce has said, man, this guy has Larry Bird's ability, but he doesn't have Larry Bird's, mental. Like,
Right.
if he had that extra gear,
yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. That's another dude. Bird was a killer, too.
Yeah.
Larry Bird didn't give a fuck. Larry Bird was another killer. So he would actually tell you what he's going to do before he do it.
Yep.
I'm about to go here and I'm about to take this jump shot there. He's telling the other team what he about to do. So you could plan to try to stop it if you like.
Yep. And he used to map it out in his head. That's what's crazy. He used to map it out in his head ahead of time and he'll just do it. That's crazy.
Word.
Yep. And this is why I hate to say it. I know a lot of LeBron fans are gonna get mad, but that's why I have Bird. I have Bird strictly ahead of LeBron.
Right.
Because of that. It's like I got him a step ahead of LeBron just because of his mental.
Right. Well, they're not too far off. They're not too far off.
That's what I'm saying. They're not too far off. That's why, it's you can make an argument, but I just got Larry Bird just over him just because of that.
Oh yeah.
Mentality.
So no question, man. So I don't even second guess when people say, "Oh, I think Bird better than LeBron," because individually they're not too far apart. They got almost similar numbers, peak for peak.
Mm-hmm.
So
right. And hey, imagine this. He played with probably one of the greatest front courts in history. So his rebounder, because everybody's like, well, LeBron's a better rebounder, but Bird's rebound numbers could have been better if he was playing with McHale and Parrish. Yeah,
but Bird's an underrated rebounder. Bird could rebound too.
That's what I'm saying. He could rebound too. But see, he didn't have to get those rebound numbers because, like I said, you had McHale on the block and you had Parrish. So just imagine if he'd have had those guys. What?
Oh yeah.
His numbers would have been insane.
His playmaking ability was off. If you've seen Larry Bird passes, he has some of the greatest passes. Larry Bird was a great ass playmaker.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Larry Bird was just Mr. Fundamentals. He just did everything that. It's like going into the YMCA. You play against that old veteran that just do everything right. He may hit bank shots on your ass all night long, but you sitting there being all flashy, you doing crossover dribbles, dribbling the ball for like 10 seconds, and all he do is just get the ball, go to his spot, bank shot, game over.
It's too easy. At times, I thought it was just too easy for him, but he played like that all his career, even if he was a young Larry Bird. It was amazing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. But we got who you got? Did you make your pick for the Celtics? I mean, the Clippers and the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Grizzlies, even though Ja, the whole Ja thing is going on. I got the Grizzlies.
Right. I'm gonna be the guy that stands out a little bit. I'm gonna just pick the Clippers then.
The Clippers.
It's a long shot, but Ja's not playing, right?
No, he's not playing.
So I mean, I'm just good to give the advantage to the Clippers today. They should pull it out. They got Paul George and Kawhi playing. We're gonna have to start holding them accountable.
Kawhi is playing. Oh, I thought Kawhi was out. I thought he was still out.
Yeah, I think Kawhi is playing. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. But main thing is y'all don't hold Kawhi or Paul George accountable. It's their team. You keep talking about Russell Westbrook for. That's not Russell Westbrook's team.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, but I guess he is playing. Yeah, I guess he is playing.
So but I want to see them get held accountable. I mean, because if they win games, all y'all going to talk about is how great Kawhi and Paul George is. You ain't going to talk about how great Russell Westbrook is. So why are we talking about Russell Westbrook when they lose for? It's not even his team, bro.
No.
That don't make any sense.
All right, well, that's
great. Well, who you got? Or score-wise, which one you got?
Who?
What score you got for the Memphis?
Oh, the Grizzlies.
You got the Grizzlies winning?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you and Brandon both got the Grizzlies winning, man. So I mean, I'd be the only different guy in here to try to see if I could do something different, But we'll see, though. It should be a good game, though.
It's a toss-up because, like, Dillon Brooks, he'll make his plays.
I'm watching the Knicks. That's why.
Yeah, he'll make his plays on defense, but he's not like what Ja is. So that's why it's gonna be tough. They'll probably hang in there, but it's gonna be hard because Dillon Brooks is not that that lead guy. But
word. Yo, what score you got? I got 6-3.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, all right. So we on the same page a little bit.
This is gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah. Hopefully my Knicks win.
Yes, sir.
We're the Phoenix Suns of the East Coast. We're missing that one superstar. We give us our Durant.
Yeah, bro. If you got,
yeah.
But I was gonna say Victor Wembanyama, but
yeah, see, but here's the thing: he gonna have to get it through the mud. He gonna have to have his rookie struggle. So he ain't gonna come into the league and just be a top 5 player.
Oh yeah, true.
He gonna have to work to be called a top 5 player. So if I'm talking about win now, I need a superstar that's legit right now. And there ain't too much of those guys around.
I'm just trying to think. I was gonna say Kyrie Irving, but I don't know if you need Kyrie Irving. You got Brunson.
Yeah, technically we don't need Kyrie. We got him. We need a top 5 Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yep.
Those type of guys. We need a top 5 player, but how hard? It's very hard to get a top 5 player. No, most teams that got a top 5 player are the teams that wins championships.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Either 1 through 5. That's your championship teams most of the time.
That's why I have the Bucks over the Celtics.
Right. So
because I think Giannis will just dominate.
Oh yeah. Now you may pick the Boston if you look at Jason Tatum as a top 5 player.
Oh yeah.
Jason Tatum's a top 5 player in the league for you. Then it's rightfully so that the Boston Celtics should win too.
It's a close one though. I think it'll go. I think it'll be a 7-game series. I think it'll be close.
Yeah, because a lot of people get Embiid in the top 5, but I don't know why.
Oh, hell no.
He's not in the top 5 for me.
He's not top 5.
Because you can make a case Tatum's better, and
Jokic.
The minute KD is playing basketball, he's automatically better
5.
than Joe Embiid.
KD, Luka, Jokic, Giannis, probably Tatum.
Yeah. Brandon, what about you? Who's your top 5 players? Is Embiid in there? Because the media got him in the top 5 all the time. If you look at top 5 best players in the league list, Embiid's name is always on there.
It's 10-6 to the Knicks now.
In my opinion, it's not because I'm a biased Sixers fan. I still got him. I think he's bottom at 5 because, like you said, he just does he's inconsistent sometimes.
Right.
But like when he's on, like we saw last night, when he makes moments, like he makes clutch moments like that, then yeah, when he's on, he's on. So
who's better right now, Tatum or Joe Embiid?
Just Tatum, automatically.
Yeah.
Okay. So that alone means
it's close though.
Yeah, that alone means Embiid got to come out that top 5 then.
So you're saying based on because Tatum, you're saying Tatum he's bottom too. He's not on your top, like he's not one.
No, because look, you're gonna have your typical guys, the Giannis's, the Kevin Durant's, who else? The Lukas,
Lukas. Yeah.
So the number
Jokic,
5, number 5 is the main spot up for grabs. So it's gonna be like Embiid, Jason Tatum, dudes like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll say it's a tie. I'll say it's a tie spot. I can't leave Joel Embiid out of my top 5. even though Durant, I wouldn't have put Durant 5 if he wasn't playing like he was.
Right.
But I'll put Durant at 5 only because he's playing so well. He's been playing despite the long sit out. So yeah.
And keep in mind, if Kawhi was playing all year long, he keep taking himself out the discussion because he don't play.
Oh man, don't get me started on that dude. He's just so disappointing. Prince, it's like, how do you go from you carried the Raptors team offensively and sort of defensively, even though they're already great defensively, and then you go from this, and that was only 3 years ago. Like, I don't understand it.
But I don't know, bro. He just don't play enough basketball. He said himself he only care about the postseason, but according to his logic, which is kind of stupid, in order to get to the postseason that you love so much, you're gonna have to play. You got to play the
regular season, especially at the end, especially around when it's crunch time. It's March.
Right.
Like, I don't understand.
Can't have one without the other, brother. We can't just automatically put you in the playoffs. You gotta have to win first. You gotta put that work in. So he don't want to put that work in, then that's the type of results that you get.
Yeah.
But Hey, he could have been the top 5. Do you see where's Paul George? Is he like 6 to 10 for y'all?
Hell no.
He said no.
If he's 10, he's like, yeah, right at 10. He's at the bottom. I don't.
He's top 15. Hell, ain't no
Top
this
15.
this load management is no, man.
Mm.
I can't do this load management thing, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He doesn't play enough games for me to put him top 10.
Okay. What about AD?
Hell no. I know he's top. He's top. I don't know if he's in my top 10, top 15. Though.
Okay.
He's still.
What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, if he's healthy, I'll put him.
Oh, healthy,
top 5,
yeah.
But he's not. That's the problem. That's another one. He's built like he's so fragile.
Yeah.
So
When he's healthy, easily top 10. Easily.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not just his health, but as another mental guy. Like he'll come up like he'll have mental blocks for something. I don't understand. With these players now. They have mental blocks for superstar players. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because of injuries. I don't know. So I don't. It's just weird.
Oh yeah. So, hell yeah, man. It should be interesting though, bro. I mean, the Joker is always going to be considered a top 5 player, right? As of right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I was just saying it's just the usual suspects at the top 5. The only spot left over is number 5, and that's like Embiid and Tatum. They could go back and forth fighting for that spot. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So. What about Kyrie Irving?
I'm not sure.
That's another one. I'm not sure either. Like
she's
top 5 talent, yeah, but that's another one. He's just it's off the court stuff is makes it kind of like
doesn't play enough games.
Right, doesn't play enough games either.
Yeah, and I can't trust Kyrie as well.
Okay.
He gets too much and he gets too involved in like the politics.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
So if you had to take one point guard, let's play a game of
Steph Curry.
Bench, start, or trash. All right. Dame Dollar, Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving.
Steph starts, bench, Dame, cuts Kyrie Irving easily.
Damn.
Wow.
What about you, Brandon?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking just like straight up, no politics for Kyrie. Obviously, start Steph. That's no question.
Okay.
Bench Kyrie, and then I would hate to do the Dame, child the trash Dame, even though he's scoring all these points, but he's scoring all these points.
Dame. No, Dame beat my OKC in the playoffs. No, I forgot. Dame beat my OKC.
He is in the playoffs. He's in the playoffs, but it's like that's the point. But he goes to the playoffs, but he doesn't. That's where he comes up short. He's like a season type player. So
right.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. None of us are wrong. You're right, though, bro. If you want to, keep Dame, keep him because he can play. He got the talent.
Wait. Did you trash Dame though? Didn't you? Great when you trashed Dame.
He beat us.
Huh?
He beat us.
No, I mean like you trashed him though, right? When I said bench start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So both of y'all trashed Dame.
Yeah.
Yes. What has Dame done in the playoffs?
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
He hasn't done anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, all of y'all got Steph starting. That's the show you how.
Oh yeah, of course.
How respected Steph is, and that's another dude that could be a top 5 player when he's healthy too.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
That automatically, if you go by that standards and you put him in the top 5, that means Embiid and Tatum really fighting for 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, anything about little Steph? At least he was consistent for a long time. At least when he played, he was consistent. He was the first. I think either the first or one of the first to nominate MVP. So,
Oh yeah.
He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
I don't like changing my top 5 like consistently every time.
Well, you have to because guys keep getting hurt. But if we just if we just in a perfect world, everybody is healthy, then just imagine your top 5 would have most likely been like KD,
LeBron.
You can still make a case. Some people have him as but he got to be winning though. That's the problem.
He ain't winning. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, if those stats was leading to wins, then that'd be a different story.
Yeah.
You know, but look, you would have had, if Kawhi was healthy, you probably would have had him in your top 5. Then you have Kevin Durant, you have Giannis, you could have had Luka, you could have had the Joker. It's a lot of contenders at that point. Then Steph, you know, so the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Right. It's either the injuries or the load management is what's hurting.
Yeah. So by default,
right
Jason Tatum is not really a top 5 player. He's just only that by default because everybody else is hurt.
Yeah.
So good player, but he's still not even a top 5 yet. He's just there.
When everyone's healthy, he's not top 5.
Yeah. You know, the only guy that out of that whole list, if you had somebody to crack into that real top 5, who would you put in there then? Jason, Embiid, or Luka?
Luka. In my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah, Luka, I'll go with Tatum only because this is like he's winning right now. He's winning.
Right.
You know, despite everything that happened with the coaching change and everything, but he's still winning. He's the reason why they made the finals last year. So I go with Tatum.
Okay. Yeah, you can't. I'm glad you guys said that, man, because you can't discredit winning. We're coming to a generation where, you know, some people just looking at numbers on the board and they don't look at the aspect of how those numbers are helping your team win games. Just looking at a stat sheet. But those dominant numbers better be leading to wins because that's what it's all about. Even if you're not winning a championship, you still should be a title contender or a playoff contending team if your star player is putting up big time numbers.
The Mavs made it to the conference finals last year.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, Luka, he's putting on for the Mavs. You know, he brings them to the postseason every year. He hasn't missed the playoffs yet. Yeah, and he'd be going back again this year. So, but man, I can't believe he missed that. I can't believe he missed that layup, man.
Mr. Wide, but that's a rare. I don't think that's a rare moment. I don't think he.
Man. Yeah, look, here we go again. Look. This is just the Durant shot. That's a good mid-range jump shot.
Yeah.
That's a lost art. If you could hit a consistent mid-range jump shot, you can win a lot of games.
Yeah, that's like MJ.
Yeah, boom.
Right.
And how are you gonna stop that? He's nearly 7 feet with a
you can't stop him. 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall, contested.
Man. And here comes the Luka play.
Yeah.
Now just look how much space that he creates for himself. He just got shook right there. He just got shook right there. Kevin Durant was there. That's why he said, "Oh, that dude got long arms."
Yeah.
Because if you're playing against a guy taller than you, sometimes he could alternate your shot without him even blocking it.
Oh yeah, you gotta do nothing right. He's so tall.
Yeah, you looking at a guy, he'd be like, "Damn, he's so damn tall." You know, I got to flick. I got to do like a high off the glass. You know.
Why did these NBA guys lie about their heights?
You think Kevin Durant lying about his height?
Yeah, I think Devin Booker's lying as well. How tall is Devin Booker?
Devin Booker about like 6'7", if I'm not mistaken.
6'7", because okay.
Yeah, he's a shooter. Yeah, but Kevin Durant got to be at least 6'11" or 7 foot, especially if you have high tops on. You know, especially with his shoes.
Yeah.
So I like to see him guard against Victor Wembanyama, man. That's gonna be a showdown.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys like Boston as a city?
Who?
Boston.
As a what? Like a title contender?
No. Do you like them? They're fans.
Oh no, definitely. I don't like Boston fans at all.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, trust me, bro. I live in the New England area, and there's some of the most obnoxious fans ever. Like, it's
man. I don't like them at all, bro.
It's not the fact that they just drank a lot and they just get a little crazy, but once that alcohol hit in their system, then the racism starts to come out.
Yeah, bro. Like, racist as fuck.
And I'm on the 1950s again. You got all these Irish people yelling at black people, like, "You nigger this, get out!"
Get out my face, boyo. Like, oh my god.
Them Irish people get crazy in Boston, man. No, but it's always been like that. Bill Russell would tell you stories of racism in Boston.
Oh yeah,
Boston's always been lit like that. That's why Kevin Garnett didn't want to go there, because he heard all the stories about racism in Boston.
Yep, John Thompson too. Remember John Thompson was Bill Russell's backup.
Yeah.
He said he experienced tons, like, because he, of course, he lived in DC, coached Georgetown. He said, yeah, there was a bit of racism there, but he said when I was in Boston, it was the worst. So I couldn't fathom it.
Hell yeah.
Rest in peace, John Thompson too. Miss that dude,
yeah.
man.
So yeah, man. But yeah, Boston is rowdy. Philly is a rowdy crowd too, but at least Philly don't really do it out of a racism standpoint. They just
all
rowdy.
crazy. Right? They just crazy. Like every race is crazy. Yeah. Every race, religion, they're crazy out there.
Word.
They're crazy.
That's a difference. It's not race motivated. It's just Philly against the world type of shit.
Yep.
So that's all that is.
This is the same city that they beat up Santa Claus.
Word. Philly is fucking rowdy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The city just gives you that rowdy feel. I don't know if y'all ever been to Philly, but Philly's mad rowdy. The city just got that whole Gotham City look. You know what I'm saying? It's just rowdy. But yeah, man, that's just how Philly get down. Of course, our New Yorkers are aggressive. It's always the aggressive cities are mostly on the East Coast, to be honest with you.
Because our culture. Yeah, it's our culture. Yeah.
New York, Boston, Philly. We're aggressive by nature. West Coast people are more laid back.
Yeah, Jersey.
Jersey's another rowdy crowd.
Mass, yeah.
So it's an East Coast thing, man. It's just how we get down on the East Coast. We're just rowdy by nature.
Yeah.
Well, we're rowdy and everything's so fast paced. We're just always, gotta go on to the next thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. But that's one of the reasons why I liked it the West Coast, because I didn't get that, eyes behind my head attitude. I didn't have to feel like that on the West Coast. I was more calm. How aggressive are you going to be when you're surrounded by people smoking weed and palm trees all day? So
yeah,
what I'm saying? Even if you catch a whiff of what they spoke, and you just be, oh, I'm getting sleepy because of all the weed spoke in the air. I'm gonna take a nap.
The Knicks are solid.
Take a nap.
Words,
What the hell was that? Oh my!
Go to the beaches in LA, man, like Venice Beach. That whole thing be lit up with weed smoke. Even if you don't smoke weed, it's just be like, man, I'm just catching a little high, a little buzz, just because everybody's smoking.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Cats will run up to you and be like, yo, man, they give you a hug, good times, all that shit. We don't do that in New York. You probably want to punch somebody in the face. They do that shit in New York.
What? That's in New York.
Word, don't be hugging me.
Right, going up to somebody. Only people that go up to you, maybe a street vendor, like, hey, man, I got this for sale. That's different, but they're not going to hug you. Yeah.
Yeah, because, we got our guard up on New York. We always think somebody trying to rob you or take your chain.
Yeah. I hear that.
The West Coast is different, man. It's just a whole different world out here. It's a different vibe.
Yeah, I gotta visit Cali one day. I haven't visited Cali.
Word, man. You trust me, as an East Coast person, you come to Cali, you're going to fall in love with it. You're going to be like, damn, this shit is mad relaxing. I get like an inner city feel, but on a laid back tip. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody and being the fact that you from the East Coast, people just gonna love you off the bat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like people love people from the East Coast on the West. They just everybody flock to you because you the new cat in town.
True. So, that makes sense.
Word. So
I gotta visit. So what do you suggest? So you think like Southern Cali, or is this all Cali, like Southern, Northern?
Oh, but no. Come to Southern. Come to LA, bro.
Come to LA? Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna come to the first place, come to LA first, just to get it out your system.
Okay.
Get it out your system. Then you could go north. If you still wanted like a East Coast feel, you could go to San Fran. San Fran is like almost like similar to New York.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to still get that feel, that little city feel, you could go to San Fran. You could go to Oakland. Oakland is like one of the boroughs in New York. They lit like that. So when you go like more like to Sacramento, they remind me of like boroughs, stuff like that, like boroughs in New York.
Oh,
but
okay.
LA is like more the glitz and glamour type of shit. You go to Hollywood, you see the celebrities and all that type of stuff. But yeah, T said hit up the Bay Area. Yeah. See, you got to hit up the Bay Area too. But that
Bay Area is nice. Yeah.
Bay Area got that. It's more urban than LA. Just put it like that. LA's like a big spread out city.
Mm-hmm.
Some parts are real urban, some parts are not. It's more like a half suburb, half city type of thing. But San Fran and Oakland, they're more urban. So that's different.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But
yeah, I figured it was something to do out there because it's such a big state. But I just wanted to know your viewpoint on it because you've been out there for a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you gonna let me hit up the beaches. That's a good place to hit up. Because they got the best beach life. You ain't gonna find beach life on the East Coast like you could find on the West.
No.
You could hit up Santa Monica. You could hit up Venice. You could hit up Manhattan Beach. You could hit up the whole California coastline, bro. Flat out beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah, man. You'll love it. You'll like it. You probably be like, man, I want to move out here. It'll hit you like probably your first few days. You're gonna be like, man, I like it out here. I want to move out here. Because it's another big city. It was second largest city in the U.S. outside of New York. But yeah, man. I'm about to head up out of here. What we gonna do though? I'll be probably back for the Clippers game. I gotta go handle some business real quick. So
all right, that's what's up. All right.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, salute.
All right.
Salute all y'all.
Peace. So yeah. All right, T. I'll probably be back on at 7 for that Clippers game. See if they're gonna go 0-6. All right, much love to all y'all, man. Peace. Yeah, that's right. Beach after beach. T know what's up. I even didn't tell him about San Diego, bro. I even didn't tell him about San Diego. Cali got so much good cities. Mad good cities. All on the coastline too. You on the coastline, you hitting every city in every beach city in California. Peace.